We are live with Chatufa. Thank you very much for joining us, family. We are deeply, deeply sorry for what has happened. All of a sudden, we just had a power cut, and we were surprised. It was not scheduled. Just about 10 minutes to 6, then the power just went, and also just came around 6:15. So this is why the delay. Otherwise, sorry about that mishap. We are always on time. You know that. So we are back, we are live, we are on show. We thank the Lord for grace that finally the show is running. Thank you very much for being patient. For those that have been in the studio already, like my brother Mtokozi Zingwenya, I saw him long back. Thank you very much. All of the Cheli K's, Kumpula Thomas, Beauty Cherwa, Gogoshin Empiri, Phyllis Gatsi, Gift, Messi, Nikam, and all the others that are still coming in. Thank you very much for joining the show. We are looking at a subject that is very painful, that things that are happening in the nation right now, as we are seeing the drug addiction situation worsening in Zimbabwe, as Themba Mliswa'S daughter is arrested for possession of ecstasy. This is really a cause for concern. This is a cause for concern. And indeed, these are some of the issues that really are affecting the nation and are issues that are very painful to us, especially as parents, as grandparents, when we look at our young people and how they are drifting away, and, just being carried away, taken away by drunkenness, drugs, and abuse of substances. And this definitely, we are saying stop drug abuse, no to drug abuse and trafficking. This is a call that we are giving from the Chatufa Television Productions, that young people say no to drugs, say no to drugs. You are selling your life away. You are just donating your life on a silver platter right into the hands of the devil. And it is really sad when you see now the situation getting out of hand. So I just want to show us a screenshot of what the 263 shared on their platform, and we just want to acknowledge them. But 263.chat.com, they reported that former Norton MP Themba Mliswa'S 20-year-old daughter Chanetsa Mliswa was arrested last week for unlawful possession of dangerous drugs. She was found with meth, commonly known as Ecstacy. You know how long that name is. I don't even want to call it. It's a tongue twister on its own. So this is what is happening, and it's a sad story. It's a sad development, really, that is happening in our nation, and it's an issue that really needs discussion. People need to sit down and talk about this. But the unfortunate thing about this is that the very people that are responsible for drugs are politicians. ZANU PF politicians themselves are the guys that are trafficking drugs into the nation, and it is a sad story. So we even know the names of people that are busy doing this. We even know some that are calling themselves men of God, who are flying in jets. They are bringing these drugs and flooding and pretending to be throwing in some what do you call them, those big shows that they are playing with the DJs and the like, like they are sponsoring DJs and musicians, and yet they are using those platforms to be selling out drugs. You know what I mean. For those that know, they know what I'm talking about. So this is the issue. We are seeing the nation of Zimbabwe now sinking, especially the young people. They are sinking into drugs. And it is a sad situation, because drugs definitely are destroying the generation that is supposed to be taking over the nation. I don't know really how this can be solved, because when you have a government that is responsible for the crisis itself, then it becomes very difficult, because who is going to be policing the children? Who is going to be policing the nation if now we have the government themselves? Because right now what is happening, like in Harare, police officers, right, they even have their spots. They have distributed spots to themselves to say this spot, this area belongs to so and so, the area belongs to so and so, where drugs are being used, where drugs are being sold, where drugs are being trafficked. And when they get there, they know that on a daily basis, they get there, they've got their allocation maybe of $50 or whatever that they are being given there, but there is a corrupt cut that they have to also be given on a daily basis. so as not to close those shabins, whether they are shabins or they are drug spots. And it is happening in Harare. So it's a sad situation, really, because our young people now, one, because many are dropping out of school, and many are actually orphans. They no longer have parents, and many are living in the streets. Many are homeless, and many are frustrated, especially those that have tried, to go to school and acquired some bit of education, but there are no jobs. In Zimbabwe, it's close to 96% unemployment, and it is a very, very sad situation, a very, breeding ground for our young people to find themselves having been driven into things that they are not supposed to be doing. So when we look at the kind of situation that we have in the country, where we have a government that is pulling down all functions of the state, we have a government that has destroyed all infrastructure, including health facilities. We have governments that are fighting non-governmental organizations, probably non-governmental organizations that could be helping in terms of rehabilitation, that could be helping, providing some home-based care or something like that. They are being fought for political reasons. We are having also a government that is not pumping money into the economy. The money that they are collecting in terms of revenue from all the different sources of government financial procurement, they are actually taking that money